When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Pittsburgh's offense will get first crack at it today. To the ground with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it along the sideline. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dive.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they
picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Chambers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking downfield on first down. Into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Ran through the contact. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Pocket breaking down. Looking for a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
It's caught downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Out of the backfield, he's open. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Chambers. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Man, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had... success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pitt right back to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Soto. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the...
Brings into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
Touchdown, Pitt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Gets it out fast. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will keep it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a... for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Right back to the well.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in, it's Stokes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They kick it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunt. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 3rd. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Should be time for just 1 more play here in the half, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Panthers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah,
and the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Pittsburgh, 46. Wake Forest, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Running back searching for a hole. Past the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Stokes.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stokes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Plucks it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just keeps slinging it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on 2nd down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it stops. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hunt. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They go right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
On the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Making side adjustments here. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
By the receiver.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Gentry. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's on target and complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you...
He'll take the deep shot. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He rifles one deep to the left. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. To the air on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.